Once upon a time, in a quiet valley where the winds often danced, there stood a mighty oak tree. Towering above all else, the oak was strong, proud, and deeply rooted in the earth. Its thick branches stretched wide, casting a long shadow over the land. Nearby, in the soft, marshy ground near a small stream, grew a cluster of humble reeds. They were slender and flexible, swaying gently in the breeze. The oak often looked down on the reeds, amused by their frailty. "Look at you, so thin and weak. A mere puff of wind makes you bow. How do you even call that living? I stand tall and unyielding. Nothing can move me." The reeds rustled softly in the breeze, their tone humble but wise. "It's true, Oak, that we are not as strong as you, but we do not mind bending. In our own way, we survive." The oak chuckled, its leaves rustling with amusement. "Survive? You call swaying and bowing survival? Strength is what matters. Look at me. I have stood here for decades, unshaken by any storm." The reeds said nothing more, letting the wind speak for them as they swayed gracefully. One day, dark clouds began to gather over the valley. The wind grew restless, and soon a powerful storm arrived. The sky roared with thunder, and lightning lit up the heavens. The wind howled fiercely, tearing across the land. The mighty oak stood firm, its roots gripping the earth tightly. "I will not move. No storm can break me. I am the strongest tree in this valley." But as the wind grew stronger, the oak began to feel the strain. Its great branches groaned under the pressure, and its trunk creaked. Still, the oak refused to bend. The reeds, meanwhile, bent low to the ground, swaying effortlessly with the force of the wind. "Let the wind pass through us. We will endure as we always do." The storm raged on, the wind relentless. Suddenly, with a deafening crack, the oak's trunk split. Its mighty branches were torn asunder, and with a final groan, the great tree fell to the ground, defeated. When the storm passed and the valley grew quiet again, the reeds straightened themselves, untouched by the storm's fury. The fallen oak lay broken on the ground, its once proud form now scattered across the earth. The reeds looked upon the oak with both sadness and understanding. "Dear oak, we tried to warn you. In the face of great forces, it is sometimes better to bend than to stand firm. Flexibility can be stronger than rigidity." The oak, though silent now, seemed to carry the weight of the lesson in its broken form. And so, the story of the oak and the reeds teaches us an important truth. Strength is not always found in being unyielding. Sometimes it is the ability to adapt, to bend with life's challenges, that allows us to survive and thrive. From that day on, the reeds stood tall in their own humble way, a quiet reminder to the valley of the power of flexibility. And though the oak was no more, its story lived on, teaching others to find strength not just in standing firm, but in learning to yield.